guys, I thought I would hop on and say hello and also say thank you so much to those of you who commented on my last little mini vlog, just talking about finally speaking to the doctor about my back, because so many people shared, they were really kind, but also shared stories of their similar situations. I think it's just so much more common than you realise in multiple different ways. Like, chronic pain can literally be anything, and it's so different to different people. And when you hear other people talk about it, I mean, at least for me, it makes me not want to identify my discomfort as chronic pain, because I feel like I'm taking something away from those people who, in my mind, have got it so much worse. But as I said in the last video, it just kind of got to a point where I thought, no, this needs to be dealt with now. And as so many of you've told me over the months and years that I've said how terrible I am advocating for myself, I needed to do exactly that. I'm definitely feeling a little bit better and just generally more positive. I finally spoke to the physio guy yesterday, and we were on the phone for 20 minutes, and I've never had a telephone consultation with a physio, but I felt like 20 minutes was excessive. He told me he wanted to know everything, and I was like, okay, buckle up. I'm going to go in like it started 14 years ago. It really went all the way. All the things all the things you go like, oh, well, that'll probably be fine. Absolutely everything. I even said, there was this strange event beginning of this year, hit in the face with a bin lid. Whiplash, perhaps? Who knows? I did not leave anything unsaid. And by the end of it, he said, because obviously I've spoken to multiple doctors over the years and had different diagnoses. I said this the other day, diagnoses. I think that's right, but I wouldn't stake my life on it. And he said, is it something that's making you, like, you must be really worried about the outcome, like you must be really worried to hear what it actually is. And I just felt like he was kind of like pushing me in the direction of, is this making you anxious? And I said, no, before we go there, I'm not worried about what it is at all. The only reason that I want to know, the only reason that I would kind of like be pushed to see someone is in case I'm hiding symptoms, in case I'm having like private treatments and things to try to resolve individual symptoms, and perhaps if it was recorded at the GP, she's coming with XYZ, that would give them a clearer picture, and maybe they would say, oh, well, if we'd known you had this coupled with this, now we know what it is. That's the only reason that I would like to have all of those things on the table, in case that's useful to diagnose what it is, if it can even be diagnosed. I said, I will probably die before I worry about what I'm going to die of. I'm not an anxious health person at all. And I was kind of getting a little bit nervous that we were going down the path of like, yes, 100% could be exacerbated or even potentially originally caused by anxiety. Totally appreciate that it has physical forms. I'll be really pissed off if that's true, because I did go to a doctor specifically about anxiety a few years ago and was told that I just needed to calm down, basically. That I needed to start taking deeper breaths, because if I said I couldn't breathe in very well, and I was having this tightness in my chest, and sometimes I had to lie down or stick my head out of a window. And he basically said, the more you panic about not being able to breathe, the harder it is to breathe, and that I just needed to calm down. And in fairness to this doctor, I probably did go in all sweetness and light, like everything was fine, because I would have found it really difficult to really be very raw with them. And as I left the office, literally as I closed the door behind me, I'm going into the waiting room, I just burst into tears. And in that moment, I thought, why couldn't you do that in there? So annoying. So I do appreciate that anxiety could cause physical pain, but I really don't want it to be written off as that, because I just feel like there's more to it. So I have an appointment anyway next week. and we'll see what happens there. He did say that I've already seen multiple different people, and so the hands-on therapy stuff, if it was going to work, probably would have worked by now. So we'll go down a different route. He was talking about like rehabilitation. I don't know. We'll see. And I'm still waiting for my scan appointments and things. But I started taking my naproxen again that they gave me before. It really does. I don't know if I have a particularly sensitive stomach, but it just makes me feel not great. But I thought in the meantime, that's all I've got. And it's what they prescribed me. And it's what the doctor the other day told me. If you've still got it, take it, because we think it'll help. So I'm taking that again. And I also, this is a little bit not for everyone, but I also dug out my CBD vape. I bought this a few years ago when again, it was for my back pain. I'd read a lot about it and I thought, I think there's something to this. And I've talked about this off and on. I haven't used it all that much. I mean, it's probably been 6 months to a year since I even knew where it was. I nearly bought another one because I couldn't find it. And then yesterday I found it. I thought, oh my God, I really feel, I don't know if it's psychosomatic, but I really feel like this is going to help. It's supposed to be good for anxiety and stuff, but I found that the CBD droppers under your tongue were really effective as a painkiller for me, but they're so expensive. So I looked into this. This is definitely not the healthiest way to take in CBD. Obviously you're still inhaling something. I've never been a smoker. And so to some people, it's completely baffling that I would even contemplate a vape. But, and I've looked, there's multiple different risks still with vaping. You're still vaping a liquid into your lungs. It's still foreign. And I've read all of the things of like, maybe if it's not hot enough, it's not burning off, maybe it could coat your lungs. There's so many things. But then if you abuse ibuprofen, that can also damage your liver and things like that. So for me, it's like 6 one, half a dozen of the other. And the more I read about this, the more I see that inhaling it is the quickest way to get it into your bloodstream. And I was using this yesterday. And again, I can't tell you, maybe it's psychosomatic. But it really does feel like it takes the edge off. It really does feel like it does something, especially when I'm sitting at a desk all day working. It felt like it was helping. And so I just wanted to put it out there. I'm not encouraging it. I know it's not the healthiest option, but then neither are painkillers and all of the other things that we could potentially rely on. Whereas I have definitely had some success with this in the past. And the only reason I've not used it consistently is because I do have that kind of voice in the back of my head of, is this a smart idea? You don't really know what's in this. This is not a good thing. But again, I kind of reach for it when I get to that point of, I need something though. And so that's also what I've been doing. Like I said in the last vlog, I'm hoping by the weekend I'm going to feel like well enough to just start regular vlogging, because Emma's coming and we've got plans and we're going to go, we're going to go to Primark and HomeSense and do all of the things. I think probably at this point I just need a couple of good nights sleep, because I'm just not getting that yet. Maybe a night nurse on Friday night. We'll see how I go. But again, not encouraging you to abuse any kind of substances, but sometimes needs must. But yeah, mostly I just wanted to kind of update you and thank you for like all of the nice comments, because it's nice to know. I mean, it's not nice to know so many people are suffering with a similar thing, but it's nice to know that other people identify when you say this is how it feels, and it's not oh my God, can't deal with this pain, but it can still be debilitating, even though it's not like a pain, it's not a stabbing pain, it's not like you can deal with it, but you can't deal with it indefinitely. It's like if you had a little bit of a headache all the time forever, and you just kind of got to the point where you got used to it, it's not great. It's not great. Anyway, so just a little update. And we're like 9.5 minutes in. That was, I thought we were going to be like 3 minutes. I can talk. But yeah, hopefully the next one will be a normal vlog. I haven't even had any coffee this week. Maybe that's the problem. Normal vlog, and we'll see Emma and Chris. And we're gonna go bowling, which right now I think no. No. Maybe that'll help. I did once have something wrong with my wrist for ages, and we went bowling and it fixed it. And I think it was like traction. You know, when someone breaks something, or have I imagined this? When someone breaks something and they put like their fingers in something and then they like put that arm down and everything, all the bones go into place. Is that a real thing, or have I imagined it? I've never broken a bone. Touch wood. There's no wood. There's no wood. I've never broken a bone. I think I saw it on TV years and years ago. But is that a thing where they align your bones like that? And I thought maybe that was what it is. So maybe if I go bowling, although I'd need to bowl with my left hand, maybe that'll help. I don't know. Anyway, I have work now, so I'm going to go. Also, this was way longer than it needed to be. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one, which will be